misery. Felt so many thoughts, all these troubles I swallow. Life was a fast car with bad luck and sorrow. I'm alive, but I'm not living. Yes, I breathe, that's a given. The space between you and me is so big. You don't know, you don't know, you don't know. You don't see, you don't see, you don't see. You don't know, you don't know, you don't know. You don't see, you don't see, you don't see.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, a very special welcome to each and every one of you, and thank you once again for joining with us for West Indian Today, coming to you in the kind courtesy of the ITV Gold family. And as always, it's my delight and honor to be with all of you as the season's changing and, it's starting to warm up. We're asking you, friends, to don't be complacent right here in New York, as you know, and it's been our obligation and our duty to remind you about the importance of adhering to the rules when it comes to dealing with COVID-19. Remember, if you need to get vaccinated and if you need any assistance in terms of getting vaccinated, do be sure to send me an email. We have lots of great people that we can connect you with, actually, that can share the information, possibly help you get the appointment for the COVID-19 vaccine. Well, today, so we've been talking a lot about great people, and over the past year and a half, as we've been locked down, it's given us the opportunity to connect with people from different parts of the country, different parts of the diaspora, and get to know their stories. Many of you have known in the past that I've made it a habit of saying that everyone's got a special kind of story. Everyone's got their time to shine, and it could basically be those who are the rising stars or those who've already risen to great heights and, of course, achieved great things. Sometime last year, we had the honor of connecting with the diaspora in a different part of the world. One wouldn't even imagine is a vibrant community. I mean, where Indians and also people of Indian origin reside, and promoting music, promoting the culture in their various ways. We have the good honor and fortune right about now, as we are going to take a trip right back over to that very special place, which is in the Netherlands, where I'm going to talk to a special artist who's risen to great heights already. And of course, she's released a number of songs that have been well received. And of course, lots of videos. I'm sure that you might have seen the video in the very beginning. Before I do bring her on, her motto is, I just want to start off by basically telling you her motto is, what you think, you create; what you feel, you attract; and what you imagine, you become. So that's indeed a very special and a very beautiful motto. And it gives me a great honor to join and actually to have her on deck all the way in the Netherlands, joining with us for today's show. Independent songwriter and artist. And of course, you can say she's the next big thing after Celine Dion. It gives me a great honor to have none other than Ashni. I want to say welcome to you, Ashni. Good to have you.
Thank you so much, and thank you, so blessed, for the super great announcement and introduction. It made me very humble. Thank you so much.
Well, I have to say that ever since we've been connected, actually through a mutual friend of ours, Mr. Jay Tawari, who introduced me to you. I mean, I would have to say that I found you to be very humble. And even when it came to setting up this interview, I mean, you've got a lot of talent. And so today, that's what we want to talk about. But first off, I want to, because I only said, as I mentioned, that, we are connecting with you in the Netherlands. I mean, so tell us, actually, a day in the Netherlands, what's life like for an artist such as yourself?
Well, a day in the Netherlands is basically like, I think anybody else, wake up, do my exercises, I meditate a lot, and then a little bit of writing and creating, and everything to keep me going in these COVID times, especially. And try to push the boundaries within limits of what we can do in the Netherlands with this COVID period, because we cannot go on stage. So we have to do everything inside. So my motto is right now, writing. Everything I experience in my life, I'm writing and creating. Go to the studio, making new awesome tracks. And I want to show the world that you cannot mentally, physically, emotionally give up. You have to continue and keep doing what you do. Push the boundaries.
Wow. That I have to say that's a very powerful first answer given, and I have to say so that makes me excited for the rest of the conversation. But yes, that's something that I think. I mean, as many of us have been, dealing with the pandemic, and as you said, the
Yeah,
COVID period, a lot of people have actually emotionally and mentally given up, and a lot of those people actually are artists and entertainers because, as you said, you cannot really. Well, there's tours have been canceled, and that also means live
everything.
performances are also canceled as well.
Yeah,
So a lot
yeah,
of people have actually found themselves within the confinement of basically being depressed and also a lot of anxiety. And I think that your new motto, as you said, you want to inspire, you want to uplift, and remind people that we're through a dark period, but there is light at the end of the tunnel. So that's something I think I'm going to touch upon as we
yeah.
move right through. But so let's get an introduction to you. I mean, like I said, the next big thing after Celine Dion, and maybe who knows, you're probably even bigger than that, greater than that already. But so
Thank you so
your
much.
introduction to music, I mean, and I've listened to a number of your songs like I'm Alive and also, Miss Tara, like I really like that one and
Yeah,
several other songs as well. But
he.
when really did the journey begin for you?
Well, I started out as a dancer and as a fitness coach. And I always had in my heart, I wanted to sing and to dance and to combine those two. And my father, who's passed, unfortunately, he called me Madonna when I was growing up. He always said, Madonna, Madonna, Madonna. But in my childhood, he said two things: never depend on a man, make your own money, and then live your best life. So I do not depend on a man. I make my own money. And in my heart, I felt I wanted to combine singing and dancing. So there I was as a dancer going to the producer's office saying, I want to make a track. And I did it.
So for all our viewers, actually, and in the age of women empowerment, I think that a lot of you applauded that answer. Never depend on a man, and I think
No,
that that's actually something a lot of our seasoned veteran women viewers will actually agree with as well. I mean, everyone's got to be
yeah,
self-dependent and, of course,
yeah,
self-sufficient. So. Right away, you're an inspiration to a lot of our young viewers, and I'm going to come to that later on in the show.
yeah, yeah,
Okay, you said that. Now, I mean, let me take it back. I think that maybe Madonna. I said Celine Dion, but I can see the style like Madonna in you and whatnot. So maybe the next Madonna, who knows, actually. But okay. So you said you were dancing. You're a fitness instructor, and I've seen a few of the images where I can attest to it that you've done a good job in terms of fitness instructor. Do you still continue in that aspect as a fitness instructor now that you've transitioned over to an artist, or you put that aside?
No, I do it still. I live here in an apartment with all my neighbors, and we're all single. So in the evening, we get together with a little bit of space, of course, because of the pandemic. And I give my classes. We do fitness, kickbox, Zumba, to stay fit and to feel the empower. We empower each other because of the gyms here are closed. Everything is closed. We are in total lockdown. We have a curfew. So the one time we can see each other and dance and do a little bit crazy, it gives so much energy. So after that, everyone is going back to work, and I'm heading into my studio or have a few meetings. But I really feel that vibe. You can give something. If you give, you get. If you don't give, you won't get. And that's I really believe that.
Most definitely. And when the pandemic is over, I'll probably take a trip and I'll probably join your fitness class. I mean, I'd love to
Yay!
see you
Yeah.
like lace up some boxing gloves. I just hope that I'm not going to be the punching dummy. But
No, no,
but
no,
anyway,
no, no.
so that's something else that we'll talk about. But okay, so you spoke about basically going into the producers, wanting to produce a track. Now, how long ago would you say that happened?
Well, I met one of the producers, two of the most important producers. I'm going to name names, Mr. Z and Brad Grobler. They really helped me in this journey. They helped me writing, they helped me producing, and they saw something in me. They called it the X Factor. And yeah, they really came true. So with the three of us, we did every day a sit down, as they call that, a sit down, and we start writing, singing, and I really worked so hard to get to every day better, better, better. Still working very hard, because I think you can be the best version of yourself every day, every single day, if you work hard enough. Because tomorrow, maybe I can be better than today. So there's always, growth. And they really helped me with Heat, with Fired Up. That was a number 1 track in Poland.
Right.
Wanna Be Close, my solo, also a number 1 hit in Poland. So yeah, it's been an adventure so far, and it's a dream coming true. Yeah.
Holding on to that beam of flickering lights in my darkest night. Who am I? There must be a reason for me to be here. As long as I breathe, thankful for that. I swim in this ocean of my blood and sweat. Embrace all those gems, heading my way. My story begins and I do it my way. My way, my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. In my mind, a strange from mankind. Be so bold to listen to your compass inside. As long as I breathe, thankful for that. I swim in this ocean of my blood and sweat. Embrace all those gems, heading my way. My story begins and I do it my way. My way, my way, my way, my way, my way, my way.
I listened to a number of the songs actually, and I was jamming to them as I was getting ready for this interview. But I've often heard of a lot of people, whether you sing, English, or you do Bollywood, or you do any forms, any genre of music. Many people talk about basically going through those years of like learning music from the childhood, and then and then actually recording and producing a track. Now, did you take any particular training, or did you just or did you just start singing at home, and then you said, well, to the producers, okay, I think I can sing, I know I can, let's do this?
Well, I stay very close to myself. So I was singing in the shower. Let me start there. I was singing in the shower.
Like many of
That's
us
why
do.
that's why my father called me Madonna. But I felt uh, within my core that I had something to say to the world. And I wanted to do it with singing and dancing. Give that energy, give that vibrant feeling, give that feeling that if you work hard enough, you can be anything you want to be instead of society telling who you must be. So that was my basic drive and still is, to reach out and sing and dance. And whether it's about boyfriend troubles or love or empowerment or sexiness, it is what I believe in. I always sing in that what I believe.
You touch your body on the dance floor. It's time to party. Get close, what you waiting for? My body's screaming for more. Can't stay away from the beat when we dance all night. The stars bring the heat. 'Cause tonight we are free on the dance floor, you and me. Da-da, da-da. What you waiting for? Da-da, da-da. What you waiting for? Da-da, da-da. What you waiting for? What you waiting for? Bring that beat, boy. What you waiting for? It's just lust and no emotions when our body's getting close. I like your flow and your cool style, and it's driving me wild every time that we touch, and I can't get enough. Now hit the dance floor all night long, 'cause tonight you are my favorite song. Da-da, da-da. What you waiting for? Da-da, da-da. What you waiting for? Da-da, da-da. What you waiting for? What you waiting for? Bring that beat, boy. What you waiting for? What you waiting for? Bring that beat, boy. Bring that beat, What you waiting for? What you waiting for? Bring that heat, boy. What you waiting for? What you waiting for? Bring that heat, boy. What you waiting for? What you waiting for? Bring that heat, boy. What you waiting for? What you waiting for? Bring that heat, boy. What you waiting for? What you waiting for?
Now, your first song, let's talk about basically releasing the track. As a debut performer and a singer, what were your initial thoughts? I mean, did you think, oh my gosh, wait a second, I mean, in the era of the internet where things
Yeah,
go viral in a second,
yeah,
or it can actually, flop and basically,
yeah.
you could basically become a one-hit wonder. Did you think that, okay, did you have those sort of thoughts that maybe I should probably retract the song, or I should pull it back, or work on it again? I mean, let's get your initial thoughts.
Yeah, I was nervous. I'm not gonna lie about it. But as I was saying, it was a dream come true. Only to be in the studio, to sing that song, to do anything like a music video. It was all like I was creating it at first in my mind, and now I was doing it. So I was like, oh my God, I did this. So I'm gonna do that. And in my opinion, it was the intention. The intention was to feel love and to give love. And that was already for me as a success. And that the listener would say, "Oh, Ashni, I loved your song. Oh my God, it's amazing." That touched my heart. And whether it was one or like 10,000, it is the same feeling, and it made me felt so good, because that was really my intention, not the success, but the feeling that I created something and I spoke about what I believed in at that time, and someone responded like, "Oh my God, I really love the song." Well, there you go. So small beginnings, small steps, and then make it bigger, 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 but stay true to yourself and in what you believe in.
Small steps climbing up the ladder,
Yes.
and of
Yeah.
course, from that you've taken some leaps actually with your songs basically being number
Mhm.
one in Poland actually, and we're
Yeah.
going to talk about those in a few moments. But so I noticed that on your website and even listening to your genre, you have a blend of EDM and also pop. I mean, one can say you're a pop artist and EDM artist, and coming from a culture and that's so rich, that's so diverse. We're finding that now, and then you actually that there's an attention, there's a shift actually of pop and EDM.
Yeah.
What's your take on this actually, as now more and more people who appreciate Bollywood, appreciate their, I guess you can say, the traditional music from their various countries, whether it's Guyana, Trinidad, or even in Suriname. But
Yeah.
now they take that, and now there's also the interest in pop and EDM. How do you see your role in getting more younger people interested in this genre of music?
Yeah, it's, you cannot force someone to love pop and EDM, but what I did with the producers is create a new sound with the pop and the EDM. And because we have a little bit of a Caribbean background, Suriname, my parents are from Suriname,
Right.
we blended a little bit of uh, instrumentals and a few drops of that country into the mix. So I think if you writing your own songs and you really really feel that energy and you can master that to hit it to the world, and the world will say, "Oh, but I'm not an EDM lover, but the way she does it, wow, I really can see myself dancing." Then they can grow, and then they can feel like, maybe, I'm gonna purchase her song and maybe I love it. But the question I got many times: why do you not sing Bollywood?
That was going to be a question of mine as well, but go ahead, you can answer it.
Yeah. Well, uh, I can be very honest. If you want to sing Bollywood, you have to have your pronunciation must be like 100%.
Correct.
And I'm very bad in the language. I can learn it, but I feel it's not something I want to do in this period of my career. And mainly it's because I think it's a little bit of insecurity. Insecurity. If I want to do this, if I'm gonna do this, I have to do it right. I'm not gonna do it halfway. So I'm like a little bit of a perfectionist. I'm gonna do it like 1,000% good or not at all.
Well, like the saying is, go big or go home, right? So, I mean, and if she's gonna do it, she's gonna go big. Otherwise, she'll go
Yeah.
home. She doesn't want
So
to go
maybe
home
I
like
will
this.
surprise you. Maybe I will surprise you in a few years, and I can, and then I will do it. But I really have to practice it to till it's perfect.
Well, when you do, I can actually see you landing a few contracts, singing alongside some of the big name Bollywood artists. I mean, but of course, I think that right now, as as a pop artist and also an EDM, maybe they might be coming to you and asking you to incorporate your music into their songs as well.
Yeah,
Who knows?
let's hope.
That would be, I can see that happening. But as you're talking
Wow.
about Bollywood, I can, although you said that you haven't really like dived that much into that form of music. Now, when I was listening to the song "I'm Alive" and I'm listening to the beats, I mean, I can sense a little bit of Bollywood influence. I mean,
Yeah,
the rhythm
yeah,
sounds very
yeah,
familiar to some
yeah.
Bollywood songs. So let's talk about that. I mean, the beats and also and like the rhythm. Like you said that a lot of your beats actually incorporates the music and the
Yeah.
feel from Suriname, but also
Yeah.
does it also incorporate a bit of Bollywood as well?
Yes, as a small child, I listened to the Bollywood songs. So the melody
Right.
and the melodrama they have in their voice, and they can create the sound so very well. Because if they have to sing with a lot of pain, it's so powerful.
Right. Correct.
I think in no other, maybe in the English language, you can sing with pain, but maybe in Bollywood, you can really feel the pain.
Right.
So I listened to those songs and I thought, wow, they really can express their feelings so good. So the yells, they call it the yells, the la la la, oh, I took that from Bollywood and I implemented in my songs in my English tracks.
Right.
So there is a song I wrote for my dad, the song called "Song for My Dad,"
Right.
and I used a little bit because my father used to listen to Bollywood songs like the whole day. And as a tribute to him, I did a little bit of that, and I implemented in the song of "For My Dad"
Right.
to remember him by. So yeah, I would be lying if that's not what I took from the English culture. No, I really took that from Bollywood, and I'm really proud of it as well. I mean, yeah, it is something I really feel, and it makes the song, you know, a bit more relatable, because when I feel pain and I can transform it in a song with a hint of Bollywood, maybe you can feel it more. You don't know. Maybe. I hope.
Definitely.
Everything you said there, that is true. I know that. I didn't want to see it back then, did I? But you already knew. Can't live without you. So many years you've gone, can't walk beside you. I hope you see the things I do without you. Sometimes I cry, sometimes I'm glad. I want you to know miss you so.